So we're doing an ILS approach into this airport. Can't see the runway. Weather's really bad. You'll notice here that there's a glide slope indicator. I'm locked on using my nav to that glide slope indicator, and as soon as I lock on to that glide slope indicator, the plane should start to descend. So I'm not having to do anything here. I've got my localizer set, so I'm locked on. This is the glide slope. So it's following the glide slope down. I've got my speed set, so auto throttle set, autopilot is set. And now, with a bit of luck, even though I can't see anything, the runway should eventually appear in front of me. So all of this is being done by instruments because there is no other way to land this plane and see where this runway is. And it's quite a thin runway, so let's see what happens. Because it's a small airport, I suspect it doesn't have any runway lights or anything either. So we're fully relying on the glide slope, the ILS localizer, to ensure that we get down close to the runway. Can't see anything yet, so we're still tracking. We're at 1,700 feet. This runway, by the way, is at 700 feet, so we're 1,000 feet above. Let's keep tracking and following what's happening. This will be something Kevin will be doing later on in his career, following the glide slope. Now you could potentially do this manually, right? If you didn't have an ILS instrument landing system on your autopilot. But typically, most autopilots these days will have an ILS approach, right? So we're at 500 feet. Still can't see the runway. There we go. Now we can start to see the runway. Just ahead of us. We're tracking on the glide slope. So not had to do anything at this stage. I'll disable the autopilot and I'll now take over as I can see the runway. Very short runway, as you can see. So that just shows you how to land the plane using the instrument landing system. We'll flare right at the last minute. And we're down. We'll brake. And there we go. Beautiful. And that is how you do an ILS approach.